brother's awful impatient, isn't he?
Will you
Okay. Hey, listen, now that they're gone, that they're on their way, would you mind telling me, what is this big secret with Lucinda?
Yes, is Darrell Crawford there, please? Oh, well, when is he expected back? I see. No message. Thank you very much.
Oh, darling, I've been looking for you. Lillian Holden just left.
Oh, I just wanted to call home and check on Jennifer.
Is everything okay?
Yes. I keep thinking about that letter. I know that Philippe must have sent it. Gavin, you told me not to worry about Philippe, and now he's dead. You're taking this all very calmly.
Darling, I told you that I had nothing to do with Philippe's death. Now, you have to believe me. Let's not talk about this anymore.
I hope you have a good reason for bringing me down here at this time of night.
You know, I explained it to you when I read you your rights. I want to ask you questions about Philippe Van Doren, whose body was found in the river earlier today.
I'm not answering any questions while he's here.
Great. Will you guys wait outside, please? Is Mac here?
Uh-huh.
Tell Mac that Claiborne's here.
All right.
It's going to take a while. Here, let me take your coat.
That's all right.
Really? I'll hang it up for you. Did you know you're missing a button?
No, but that's the least of my problems at the moment.
Really, it ought to be in the forefront of your problems at the moment, as it does match the button found under the dock near the yacht club where Philippe was murdered.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Coast Deodorant Soap. That crisp, invigorating scent brings you back to life.
What are you talking about? I thought you told me Philippe's body was found in the river.
It was. But the evidence shows he was killed under the dock. Why don't you take a look at this? It's found in his pocket.
Meet me under the docks adjacent to the yacht club at noon today. I'll have the money, but make sure you come alone, because if you tell Darrow or the police, it's all over.
Signed with an A.
Are you suggesting that I wrote this?
Are you suggesting that you didn't?
Of course I didn't. I've never seen this before in my life, and I was nowhere near the docks today.
Mr. Claiborne, thanks for coming in.
The button matches the button off of Arthur Claiborne's
Obviously, it
trench coat,
was
and there is
planted
one
there
missing.
just like that note.
Well, then you should know that we're seeking a warrant to search your office. We want to examine your typewriter.
Well, you don't need a warrant. I'll give you my permission right now to look at my office.
Well, thank you. We appreciate your cooperation. We're also going to have to send your coat to the lab for testing.
Go ahead. I have nothing to hide.
I assure you we're not going to keep you any longer than necessary. Would you come with me, please?
I'll be right in. I'm going to call Marilyn, tell her we're going to be late.
Tom, where are they taking us?
The interrogation room. It's missing a button on his coat. Looks like the one that Margot found under the docks.
Okay, so he was there. That proves it. He killed Philippe.
Denies it. Says he didn't write the note, so they're going to check his typewriter.
Typewriter? A typewriter?
What is it?
It's too crazy. When I went to see Philippe in his hotel room this morning, he had a typewriter. I asked him jokingly if he was writing his memoirs.
What are you saying? Philippe sent himself the note?
You're right. You're right. It's too crazy. It's just I never knew Philippe to use a typewriter or even own one. It just struck me as strange.
Yeah, well, with any luck, we'll find out what he had on Arthur when we go through things in his hotel room.
I want to go to the police station with you.
Darling, why put yourself through that?
Because when you asked me to marry you, you told me that I would no longer have to go through any difficult times alone. Well, it works both ways.
Thank you.
Just Let me go to the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
You must be desperate to even hint at blackmailing me, Philippe. If you ever try anything like this again, you'll wish you'd never been born. Oh, Lucinda, it was a beautiful and lavish reception. Congratulations.
Well, I thought that the flowers were absolutely wonderful. The menu, I don't know. The groom wanted simple country fare, so I had to give in the interest of family peace. Thank you, darling. I'm very lucky that I didn't have to have a jug band.
Well, I know you're not very fond of your son-in-law, but you have to admit he is awfully good at what he does.
Oh, thank you, darling. I hope, Gavin, I hope that you're going to continue to delay your meeting with Walsh.
Well, I have set my meeting for the week after next. I don't want to postpone it much after that. I thought you were going to make your move before now. When is that going to happen?
Oh, darling. You know I don't tell anyone all my secrets.
Everyone, listen, everyone!
Hey, listen up!
Thank you, Caleb. Everyone, the party will continue at the farm. People before they come out.
Okay, I'd like to call Hutch and see if he'd like to join us.
See you later.
Bye.
Hey, are you gonna go get Aaron and bring him out?
No, it's been a long day. I'm gonna go home and crash.
Well, we'll miss you. I understand. What about you? You want to?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I'll give you a lift.
Crazy. One more. Take a picture of me.
I think I have one more picture.
We gotta make it good. Okay.
All right. Oh my Lord. Beautiful.
I never wanted to take this off. It's so beautiful. I felt the exact same way at Franny's wedding.
Franny's. Now that dress. I have a picture of you in that dress that you wore at Franny's wedding. I carried my wallet.
You carry a picture of me in your wallet?
Well, don't act so surprised. Of course. Come on, let's go.
So, when are you going back to Waco?
Early tomorrow morning.
Oh, I wish you could stay a little longer. Listen, Meg, why don't you call your supervisor? And you know you can take all the time you want.
more time off just because.
Honey, why don't we go to Cal's and get changed before we go back to the farm?
Okay, we'll see you there, okay?
Listen, I know you wanted to tell Margot first, but they're leaving, so
Why don't we tell him tonight, then?
thank you.
Kirk, where were you when we were singing the happy couple off?
Well, I believe in turning the other cheek, but even I have my limits.
Oh. In a good mood or a bad? We're going to go to the farm. Have a party.
Hey, you guys didn't go to the farm?
Yeah, that was really nice of your mom to invite us all.
Great.
Did you talk to Jerry Hoffman?
Yes, we're setting up a meeting for tomorrow.
No business talk today.
You tell him so later.
Listen, is it okay if we stop off at my mom's before we drive out?
Yeah, sure. Can't you see your mom tomorrow, though?
Maybe, but I know she's waiting to hear about the wedding. Connor, she's all alone. I wish you would come with me.
Look, we both know that your mom does not like me. So if you want to go out and see your mother tonight, that is fine. But I think it would be best for all concerned if I just don't go with you. I'll meet you out at the farm, all right?
All right, but I'm not going to feel guilty about going to see my mother.
I don't want you to. Just don't let her do a number on you, all right?
Do you think I'm so easily manipulated?
No, that is not what I meant. Look, let's not turn this into another argument about your mom, okay?
Well, I can certainly understand your being knocked out. It's been quite a day. However, your Aunt Lily and your Uncle Holden are finally married. They're off on the honeymoon. They're very happy. And that's wonderful, isn't it?
So will you let me know if he answers?
He's sound asleep. Lucinda couldn't help it. Right at the end, you know. She tried to pry the information out of Lily and Holden where they were going on their honeymoon.
Well, you know Lucinda.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
I'm very surprised to find out that that was your big secret. Now, I can understand them telling you, but why did they tell Andy and Lisa?
Well, she was
I mean, they were there when she told me, so she swore them to secrecy. You know, sometimes I can't believe how beautiful he really is. And he's really mine. I don't think I could love him more if I'd given birth to him.
Well, that goes without saying.
No, not really. I mean, I remember, you know, when Mama told me that I was adopted. I thought, for a while, I thought maybe that, you know, that she loved me less than the other kids. But then I realized that there was no difference in the love Mom and Papa had for me. It's funny. I mean, adopting Aaron has answered a lot of questions about myself. Hello? Oh, Mama, Aaron's asleep.
Too pretty, isn't it? I think he heard there's probably a party out at the farm, right?
Congratulations. Would you like some champagne before takeoff? Aren't you newlyweds?
Yeah, but how did you know?
Well, among other things, the rice in your hair was a good clue.
Well, we would love some champagne. Thanks.
Thanks. You think it really was the rice, or do I just look like the happiest one in the world?
I think we both look pretty darn happy. Well, this is officially the start of our honeymoon, Mrs. Snyder.
Okay, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're coming. Yeah. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye. Iva's coming, and she's going to bring little Aaron.
Is that right? Great. Well, I guess this is the calm before the storm, huh?
Oh, yes, I'll tell you. I'm very happy there's a little lull in all that excitement.
Listen, I hope Andy got some good pictures of you, because you look so good in this dress.
Why, thank you. You look very distinguished in your new suit and tie.
Well,
Daddy here?
yeah, hi. Let's come on in.
Oh, wow.
I hope you don't mind me crashing, but I was over at Cal's with Tess and Hutch. I want to hear all about the wedding.
How was it? Was it beautiful and romantic? It was wonderful and beautiful and romantic. Who got the bouquet? Jessica Griffin. Oh, wow.
Hey, y'all.
You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
I would either.
You look prettier than bridesmaids.
Thank you.
Listen, so, where's Andy?
He's getting all his camera equipment together. He'll be in a minute.
Listen. I'm gonna be out at the college tomorrow, lecturing some business classes,
Yeah?
and I wanted to know if we could have lunch.
I'll have to check with Andy, see what his plans are first, but I'll let you know.
Where were you at noon today?
Noon. I was at the Oakdale Savings and Loan. I went there to cash a check that Darrell wrote to settle the assault case. I'm sure the president will remember me. He had to approve the check. It was for $100,000.
Why did you cash such a large check rather than deposit it?
I wanted to pay off debt. The Harper family very generously gave me a cash advance at a time when I needed it. They're valued clients, and I wanted to pay it off as soon as possible.
All right, so where's the money now?
It's in my briefcase at my office. I planned to take it to Chicago tonight before all this happened.
So you don't mind if we verify all this with the Harpers?
Not at all. I also got an advance from Gavin Kruger, which I had intended to repay.
Okay, so we know that you had a meeting with Kruger today. What time did you get to his office?
I don't know, about 12:30, I guess.
Really? Gavin said you got to his office at 1 o'clock.
Margot, I'm going to call Ed Brewster and verify the time Arthur says he was at the bank.
Might as well call Anthony Hopper about that debt, too.
Really, why bother? He's just going to cover for Arthur.
Here, I'll take your coat.
I'll throw it on the chair, it's fine.
No, it's not. I'll take your coat. I do not like a cluttered office.
was a really nice wedding, Mom. Lily looks so beautiful.
Well, you know, I want so much to see you married someday, too, Lincoln. I just hope you can find the kind of woman who can truly make you happy.
Mom, I know how you feel about Connor.
Well, I just can't imagine how you can be happy with anyone who has lied to you as much as she has.
Look, I think it's a better idea if we don't talk about Connor. Now, what do you say? Why don't you come by to the Snyders with me?
Oh, I've got this terrible cold. Besides, I just feel out of place, especially with Melvin and his other son there.
I'll get it. Yo.
Link? It's Marcy Breen. I didn't expect you to be there.
Yeah, I just stopped by to see my mom.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bother you. I just tried to call the Snyder Farm for directions out there, but the line was busy. I was hoping your mom could help out.
Well, it's kind of complicated. Listen, why don't you come by here and you can follow me out there?
What a great idea. Thanks.
Arthur says he was at the bank at noon cashing your check.
Well, he was cashing it to pay Philippe. He changed his mind and he killed him.
Not surprising at all. He denies that, denies writing the note, says it's being set up.
But who would do that?
Oh, Arthur's a liar. He knew Philippe could connect him to Carolyn's murder, so he killed him.
Margot and Mac are questioning Arthur now.
Well, I know there's no love lost between Arthur and Philippe, but Arthur is no murderer.
Mr. Claiborne wants to call a lawyer. Want to call Fred Greer?
He's tied up with the Earl Mitchell Center case. I'd call Ambrose Bingham if I were you.
Could I have some privacy to make this call?
Sure.
Kevin, would you stay? Kevin, why did you tell them that I got to your office after 1 o'clock?
Well, I just told them the truth. I had no idea why they were asking.
Is that the only reason?
What do you mean?
A button is missing on my trench coat, which they found under the docks where Philippe was apparently murdered. Well, when they were questioning me about it, I remembered what a point you made about hanging up my coat when I was in your office. I wondered why you made such a fuss about it, but see...
You better stop right there.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. Now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Arthur, you are treading on very dangerous ground.
Gavin, I'm not insinuating that you set me up, but somebody did.
Well, then stop panicking. I mean, if you're innocent, then there's no way they can make a case against you.
Were you able to reach Ambrose Bingham? No, I changed my mind. Since I'm an attorney, I see no reason to bring another one in. If you have any further questions for me at this time, I'll be happy to answer them.
Great, fine, thank you. This way. What did Arthur want?
Well, apparently they found a button of his at the scene of the crime. And he thinks someone's trying to frame it.
Who would do something like that?
I don't know. Possibly Daryl?
No, that's impossible.
Did you tell him about the letter that you received?
No, why?
Well, maybe he received a similar letter. Maybe Philippe was blackmailing him with the same information about that night in Rome.
Just give me that.
Mom, this is Marcy Breen. Marcy Breen, this is my mom, Hannah Lafferty.
Oh, it's not so nice to meet you, Miss Breen.
Marcy, please. It's very nice to meet you. I can see now where Link gets his good looks.
Oh.
Marcy's from New York. She moved out here to work for Walsh.
Oh, well, then you must work with Connor.
Actually, I work for Connor, but I'm afraid I'm not quite the tycoon she is.
Well, I'm really pleased to meet you. Can you stay for a cup of tea?
No, Mom, we really should get going. Connor's meeting me at the farm.
Oh, well, I can't keep Connor waiting.
I'll go start the car.
Are you sure you can't come with us, Mrs. Lafferty?
Oh, no, I'm going to go to bed early tonight. And besides, I have an early altar society meeting tomorrow morning.
You don't happen to attend that little church I passed on the way down here?
St. Vincent's? Yes, that's the one.
Oh, that is such a sweet little church. You know, maybe I should attend services there. I've been looking for a church ever since I came to Oakdale, but I haven't found one yet that I'm comfortable with.
Oh, well, St. Vincent's is just a small parish. You know, it's nothing like the big cathedrals I'm sure you must be used to in New York.
Oh, no, I really prefer something kind of small and intimate. It, reminds me of the churches that my mom used to take me to back home.
Well, why don't you call me when you're ready to go, and I can take you there one time. I can introduce you to the pastor.
Oh, would you? I would really, really appreciate that.
Sure.
Ready? Yes. It was really nice meeting you, Mrs. Lafferty.
Oh, please call me Hannah, Marcy.
All right. Hannah, then. Good night.
Okay, have a good time.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, dear. Hello. Oh, Connor. No, he's not. Lincoln just left with Marcy Bream. She's such a lovely young woman.
Well, I'm sorry to disturb you, Hannah. Good night.
So is the Bronco Buster on his way?
Yeah, and you know who's with him? Little Miss Marcy.
How about that?
Don't laugh. I'm starting to think that Evan was right about Marcy. Did he tell you that I saw her with Lucinda at the reception? They were toasting something.
My. A toast at a wedding. Now, that's unusual.
Hey, what does Marcy have to be talking to Lucinda about at all?
Look, Lucinda is a living legend. And all we have to do is stick together, and it doesn't matter who Lucinda is in cahoots with, okay? We just have to make our stockholders happy, and the best way to do that is to get a big piece of Gavin Kruger's business.
Hey,
all right?
Got a meeting set up with him week after next.
Well, all the mighty minds. Walsh in the huddle here. You still interested in me for the consultancy?
Wow, Lucinda, I thought you were just interested in dropping your little bombshells.
Oh, no. I just did that because I thought we should clear the air here so that we could proceed.
Ah, well, in that case, we'll give it some special consideration.
Do that. Call me.
Satan will be selling snow cones that day.
My sentiments exactly.
Hey.
I still can't believe my daughter's married.
I just hope they're as happy as we are.
Hello. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, hi. I'm glad you guys came out.
Oh, well, Aaron woke up and I got my second, third, fourth win. So, you know.
Well, we just came out from some air. You should come on in. The party's in full swing.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Hey. Listen, I just want you to know I think it's really wonderful the way you've handled yourself around Josh and throughout this whole thing. Don't you?
Well, I guess, I never can forgive or forget what happened, but he is in therapy and he is dealing with everything, and I see how happy he makes Meg and how much he loves Lily, so I guess I've made peace with it somehow.
Good. Come on, let's go.
Oh, Emma, you must be just so proud of Iva. Not only has she been a wonderful mother to Lily, but she's been a good friend as well.
I think she's going to be a wonderful mother to Aaron as well. I think so. I had a few misgivings at first. It happened so quickly. And I never even met her friend, Diane.
Lisa, you got it. My pleasure. Do you know if Iva keeps in touch with this Diane woman?
Well, honey, I'm not sure. Why?
Well, I just hope that she doesn't decide one day to take Aaron back.
How's Franny holding up with this murder investigation still going on?
Oh, I don't think too well. I think she'd appreciate hearing from you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give her a call a little later.
Cool.
What's Emmy doing here? Excellent question. Tess and I were just hanging out over at Cal's having a great time. Slick over here just waltzes in and invites himself to stay for dinner.
That sounds just like him. I hate that guy. I don't understand what Courtney sees in him.
So, Tess, you cooked dinner for both Hutch and Evan?
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't want to hurt Evan's feelings.
What about Hutch's feelings?
Yes.
Listen, I'm sorry to drag you all away from the party, but I didn't want to, reveal this in front of all those people.
Oh, tell me this is what I think it is.
Well, hold on. I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Lila has just made me the happiest man in the whole world by agreeing to be my wife.
I knew it. Oh, I'm thrilled. Oh,
Congratulations.
Thanks, son.
She is much too good for you.
Well, I know that, but you don't have to rub it in.
Well, I thought it had to be said.
Lila, we're gonna be a family. It's so wonderful.
I think it's pretty wonderful, too.
Thank you for checking that out so late, Ed. Ed says Daryl's check to Arthur was processed at the bank at 11:55 this morning. I told you I was there at noon.
We know you were there at noon, but where were you in the meantime? You didn't get to Kruger's office till 1 o'clock.
Well, I had a little car trouble. I parked my car in the lot behind the bank, and then I couldn't get it started. The guard came over, said it looked like I flooded the engine, so I went to the coffee shop around the corner to wait before I tried again. I'll check with Ed and find out who the guard on duty was.
All right. Is there anyone who could verify that you were at the coffee shop?
Possibly the waitress. I sat at the counter. But it was the lunch hour. I was very busy.
Then I guess I'll be speaking to her tomorrow.
You know, the yacht club is only a couple blocks from the bank. If you hadn't gone to the coffee shop, you would have had time to go to the docks and kill Van Dorn. And why would I want to kill him?
Because the note we found on his body indicates that the meeting was a payoff. You went to pay him off, you changed your mind.
That is absurd. What reason would I have to pay off Philippe?
He told Daryl he had information linking you to Carolyn's murder.
That is a lie.
Was Philippe Van Dorn trying to blackmail you?
Actually, he did come to me, say he had damaging evidence against me, even threatened to go to the police, and I told him to go right ahead. I had nothing to hide. What amazes me is that he went to see Daryl. He hated him, unless he was trying to blackmail him, too.
No. He told Daryl he had information against you.
I don't care what he said. That's not evidence. Any more than that button that was found at the crime scene is concrete evidence. It was obviously planted there. Wait a minute.
For what?
When Daryl came to see me about the out-of-court settlement, my coat was on the chair in my office. He could have taken that button.
You know, that's a real good try, Arthur, but Daryl was here at the station when Van Dorn was killed.
So what? He could have hired somebody to do it. It wouldn't have been the first time. I would watch statements like that in the future.
And why would Daryl want to kill Philippe Van Dorn?
Because he would know that if he could frame me for Philippe's murder, that it would divert suspicion away from himself for Carolyn's murder. Hey.
Well, Mr. Claiborne's typewriter is not the one that was used to type that note. The type style is completely different. It didn't take an expert to see that.
You know, I thought we had him nailed. I thought we had Arthur right there, and he slips away, just slips away right
This
through.
is not over yet. Maybe they're going to find some evidence in Philippe's hotel room. I don't know. Hi, Barb. Thought you'd gone home.
No, Gavin and I went out to get something to eat. He's making some calls now.
Speaking of eating, I'm starving. You want anything? I'm going to think I'm going to go raid the concession.
Yeah, turkey on whole wheat and hold the...
Yeah, the mustard. I got it. Be back soon.
I'm glad we have a moment to talk. This is a terrible thing to admit. But when Gavin told me that Philippe was dead, all I could think about was now he couldn't tell anyone about seeing us together in Rome.
Barbara, I don't think you were ever in any real danger from Philippe.
You're wrong. I received a blackmail letter today. I know it was from Philippe.
What does it say?
How much would it be worth to me to keep secret our night together in Rome now that you are married to my sister? Said it would give me 24 hours and then I would receive further word.
Let me see it.
You can't. I destroyed it. But I know it's from Philippe.
Well, you got to tell the police.
No, I can't. Because then Tom and Marco would know.
All right. You're right. Does anybody else know about that night in Rome? Do you think Gavin has any idea about that?
No. I was just telling Daryl about Lily's wedding and how it made me think about Hal, and I was just feeling very sorry for myself. Do you have to go through with the divorce now, Barb? Can't you wait a while?
I was telling her the same thing.
So what was your favorite part of the wedding?
Oh, that was easy when they pronounced us husband and wife.
Yeah, mine too. But it was all wonderful. Walking down the aisle together. Our first kiss as husband and wife, and we had the reception, our first dance, cutting the cake.
You know, as often as I dreamed about this, the reality of it was better than I imagined.
Well, see, that's going to be from now on. Going happily ever after, Mrs. Snyder.
All right, everybody, gather around now. Yeah, now wait. I'm not gonna make a habit of proposing toast.
Oh, good.
Ooh, and the air up here's a little thin, so I think I'll keep it short. To the absent bride and groom starting their life. Where are they starting their life? Doesn't matter. Here's to the bride and groom. Cheers.
I wonder what the kid would really be saying if he knew that Aaron were holding in Julie's baby.
Cindy, he had the wildest imagination. You better get a tight rein on that, or you could hurt someone and yourself as well.
What are you two whispering about?
Oh, Lisa will tell you.
So, how did you catch up with the cowboy tonight?
I needed directions, so I followed Link out here. Don't worry, I don't have designs on your sister's boyfriend.
No, it's a free country. If you like Link, loop up your lasso.
So I told John his secret was where Lily and Holden were going on their honeymoon.
Well, okay, good. Then I'll just tell Lisa in case my dad says anything to her.
The lies go on and on and on.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that Logan and I missed this ceremony. But at least we got to see the kids happily married with nothing but happiness in the future.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's all I have ever wanted for my daughter.
You know, Lily and I talked a lot when she was in Wyoming. And she told me that you never really approved of Holden. Now, I gotta tell you, I saw those two together that summer, and believe me, they love each other more than anything in the world. So I hope you can make your peace with Holden now that they're married, because, well, from now on, he's the most important person in her life.
Thank you for caring about Lily. Oh, God knows that I do. Excuse me, I'm going to get some air.
Now, Gracie, I told you I wasn't going to do any good.
I know that's right.
I know.
Well, what you doing out here all alone?
All that good cheer was wearing a little thin.
You're here. You know, I want to talk to you about something. Do you think you can spring yourself from this party? Could you meet me at the house, like in half an hour?
I think I just heard Lucinda and Marcy making a rendezvous with Lucinda's later tonight.
What do you think about maybe having a little errand of our own?
Whoa, what's your hurry, Anderson?
I don't know, maybe I'm just feeling a little paternal.
Are you feeling paternal? You're feeling paternal. Maybe you should schedule some time with your kids, Linda, Ann, and Steven.
Well, yeah, but it's not the same, see? Wouldn't you just love to have a little Kirk Jr. running around the yacht?
Emma, thank you so much for inviting me.
You're so welcome. Come again.
I will. I had a wonderful time.
Good.
Link, thanks for letting me follow you out here.
Oh, you bet. It was my pleasure.
See you tomorrow, Connor.
Good night, Marcy. Well, I was surprised when your mom said that she was following you out here.
Well, I hadn't planned on it. She just called while I was there and needed directions. I really enjoyed your singing at the wedding.
Oh, thank you, Woody.
She's something, isn't she? You know, I really ought to get busy and line her up a record contract. Of course, I don't know. That may not be such a good idea because, you know, then I'd have all those groupies and fans mobbing her, looking for an autograph, trying to tear her clothes off.
Now, Emma, I thought you and Woody made the most adorable couple on the dance floor. Have you thought about maybe being partners off the dance floor?
So, Hutch, I hope you'll help me with my lines again from the play someday soon.
I'd love to, if we can find a place where Evan won't come barging in on us again.
Well, if I didn't know you better, I think you were jealous.
No, I just don't like to play games, and to tell you the truth, I'm not too crazy about people that do.
I got to go. Thank you so much.
Oh, you were so welcome.
Including me at the end of this extraordinary day. It was an extraordinary day, too, wasn't it?
But I have to get home. Actually, I'm going to have a meeting at home.
At this time of night?
Yes, I am. I'm having a meeting. Because I have to think about my life and what I'm going to do now. Things are different.
I've got to go. I've got some business I've got to take care of.
Now?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's important. I will be back as soon as I can.
Well, thanks so much for tracking me down here, Seth. Yeah, it's been a real strain on all of us, but I think as long as Daryl and I have each other, we can make it through anything. Well, I'm very lucky too, Seth.
So what'd you get out of Arthur?
Well, we're going to talk to him again later. Told him not to leave town.
Hey, not leave town. You're not holding him? You couldn't keep him?
Oh, there's insufficient evidence.
Oh, come on, insufficient evidence? What about the note and the bike?
It's not enough, dear. It's late. Why don't you guys go home? There's really nothing more you can do here.
All right.
Oh. Detective Hughes. Oh, yeah, hi, Ed. Thanks for getting back to me. Okay. Great, thanks. Well, the guard remembers Arthur leaving his car in the parking lot while he went across to the coffee shop.
They're logging Van Doren's possessions now. I'll bring them up when they're finished.
Great. Let's just hope there's something in there that tells us what Philippe had on Arthur.
This is it.
Oh, then it's so beautiful. And it's so cozy. And there's a fire in the fireplace. How did you do that?
I told the agent when our plane was due in, and that I wanted it started before we arrived. There's supposed to be some champagne around here somewhere.
Oh, no, I don't want any champagne. It might make me sleep. And I have better things to do tonight than sleep. Okay.
Emma? Mighty fine celebration.
Oh, wasn't it wonderful?
Congratulations.
See you all later.
Okay.
Now you better get some rest.
I will. Now listen, everyone, come for breakfast tomorrow.
Good night.
Willie.
Good night.
Nice to see you.
So, what's the verdict? Are you going to join me for lunch tomorrow?
Thank you. Oh, I don't know yet.
Whoa. Do you know what this means?
No. What does it mean?
Well, I thought you read Passion in the Everglades.
I did. You know I did. It's Hamburger Moore's best novel.
Well, when the guy finds the grain of rice in the girl's hair, and they both know that fate has joined them in a mysterious romantic destiny.
I don't remember that, and I think I know that book by heart. I think you made that up.
Still, it is romantic, isn't it? I'll see you.
Why was he touching her?
Well, he was taking a grain of rice from my hair.
He was?
Yes, he is. Hold on for just a second. Andy, you have a phone call. It's a woman.
Hello? Julie.
Lucinda, I just got here a few minutes ago. I thought it best to wait out here.
Why? You should have gone in. Let Matthew make you comfortable. His nose is out of joint a little bit because he wasn't invited to the wedding. But come on. It's cold.
So Evan was right about Marcy. She's been working both sides of the street.
Okay, so this is everything from Van Doren's hotel room.
Yeah, that's all of it.
It's great. Thanks a lot, Murph.
Alrighty. I'd like to stay while you go through it.
Yeah, actually, I was going to ask you to do that in case we come across any names we need you to identify.
Darling, why don't I call you a cab and then I'll come over as soon as I can.
No, I'm going to stay with you.
Okay, looks like we got a date book.
Check the date of Carolyn's murder.
Oh, wow.
What is it?
2 days before Carolyn's murder, there's a notation, the same numbers and letters as found on the note in Carolyn's robe.
KL 578923547.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light. Next on most of these CBS stations. Maternity Fashions by Motherhood. Join us tomorrow for the Emmy Award-winning As the World Turns.